Yo, 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 you know what to do. It's Wild Nation in the building. Mic check 1 2. It's time to go. Let's get it.
And for the Blunt Ratings. If this is your first time tuning in, this is how the Blunt Ratings work. We take each show and break them down into 5 categories: matches, promos and backstage segments, storytelling, commentary, and the crowd. For each category, each show can get up to 5 blunts. The average score of those 5 categories stands as the official Blunt Rating. Those are the rules. Now let's get right into tonight's edition of the Blunt Ratings.
We want the smoke. Talk to him. We want the smoke. We want the smoke. Come on, Charlie.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Mr. HD, in the building. Lennox, say hi to the people. We here. Yeah, you on camera. You woke up soon as Daddy was starting to stream. So Lenny's gonna do the show with me. You see us in our Spider-Man gear. He got his Spider-Man shirt on. I got my Spider-Man, my Marvel shirt on. So we in our Spider-Man gear today. So we gonna talk about what's going on, Kid Get Money. What's going on, Gruss? All the guys in the building. Appreciate y'all for being here as always. Like the video, you know what it is. Apparently YouTube is working on something for the algorithm to get live streams more visibility when they're popping. So that would be great. If they can make that happen. But I appreciate the regulars being here as always. Wild Nation in the building. We're going to talk about this episode of Monday Night Raw. It was, you know what I mean? It was. I'm sick of a couple things, and I'll tell y'all in a minute, but we're going to get into the show. Y'all know how it goes. We're going to start with the promos and backstage segments. You ready to start with the promos and backstage segments? You be cutting promos. Yeah, you be cutting wrestling promos. He watches wrestling with me sometimes. So the show started off with Brock Lesnar. And he came out in this super big sweater. I got to make sure I ain't cussing now. He came out in a super thick sweater. He said he was hot, so he took it off. Then he was like, he was talking all the mess he could to about Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman or whatever, and you basically celebrating the fact that he won the Elimination Chamber and all that. And then he was cut off by none other than Paul Heyman, who came out and surprised him. Well, I guess surprised us. He didn't surprise Brock. He surprised us by telling us that Brock has a match. He has to defend his title in 2 weeks against Bobby Lashley. Yeah, we like Bobby Lashley, huh? Yeah, we like Bobby Lashley. So, Bobby Lashley, he's supposed to be facing Bobby Lashley. But if Bobby can't make it, then Heyman is going to make sure that it's a match, a championship-level contender that he faces off with. So, not sure how they're doing the whole Bobby thing. Is he hurt? Is it 4 months? I don't know what's going on. So, a little confused about that, but we'll see what happens, okay? We'll see what happens. What's gonna happen? What you think gonna happen? Who he gonna face off with? Is gonna be Edge? No. We'll get to Edge in a minute, all right? Cool. So Seth and Kevin Owens were backstage. Somehow randomly they were talking and they weaseled their way into a chance to get the get into the tag team title match. I guess that's gonna be at MSG as well. So I guess they have a match against RK Bro in the main event. Excuse me. And if they win that, then the tag team match becomes a triple threat with them, RK Bro, Alpha Academy, yada, yada, yada. So then we had Tommaso Ciampa returning back to Monday Night Raw for the second week in a row. Obviously, he's beefing with Dolph Ziggler. He's set up for a tag team match, and he needs a partner, obviously. And out of nowhere, Finn Balor shows up and just out the blue is like, hey, I'll be your partner. Remember we used to fight in NXT a long time ago? I was like, all right, this don't really make no sense, but cool. And it made even less sense later on. But then after that, we had one of the more interesting segments of the night, probably the biggest segment of the night, obviously based on the thumbnail. That's why I use it as thumbnail. Miz came out to, talk his mess, and he was interrupted by Dom and Ray. And Miz was basically like, Dom, you're only here because your daddy got you a contract. And Dom was like, hey, boy, my daddy got me here. You know what I mean? But I'm going to work my butt off to make sure I stay here. Ain't that right? That's right. Daddy put you in position, and then you work your butt off to stay there. That's right. See, that's good parenting right there. They was beefing or whatever. They was talking, but then Miz was like, yo, I want to face y'all at WrestleMania, and I got a tag team partner. Now, this is where it got interesting because he started name dropping a bunch of, he was kind of speaking truth. He was kind of and they both do have Cowboys as champion. That's funny. I don't know if Brock is a Cowboy. He's more of a farmer. I guess he could be considered a Cowboy in some aspects. But yeah, this was interesting because Miz started like name dropping like different phrases. He actually said dashing at one point, which obviously was Cody Rhodes' gimmick in WWE before he got converted to the Space Galactic Stardust, fake Silver Surfer out here. That happened. And then he said, my tag team partner is, and then out comes Logan Paul, returning Logan Paul. And this time, obviously, he is a heel because before he was baby facing it. And I don't know, that didn't really, because people were confused because everybody naturally wants to boo him, you know what I mean? Because he's a Paul brother. And they were stuck because he was, it was weird because he was on the babyface side. But then this time he's on the heel side because he's one of the most despicable, despised people in WWE, which is The Miz. In kayfabe, obviously, he's not, at this point, he's a veteran, and everybody should be looking up to him and his consistency in the ring and in the company. That went down. Logan Paul came out, and they actually attacked the Mysterios and beat them down and hit them with skull crusher finales and stuff. So it was kind of crazy. Yeah, you remember that? You saw that part. Yeah, Logan Paul, you don't know who that is. You're gonna be nothing like him. Nope, nothing like him. Nope. Then we had Alpha Academy asking how KO and Seth are even here. how they weaseled their way into a match to make it a triple threat. This is before the match even happened. I agree. Like there was no big burpees. There was no reason for them to actually get the match. They didn't win a championship contenders match. Oh man, can everybody say a lot of Cody teases in the promos tonight? Yes, and in WWE period, the last few days, they've been really teasing. He better show up at this point, or what's the point in trolling people about that? I guess maybe are people going to tune in to see if he's going to show up? I guess that would be smart to troll people even if he wasn't showing up. We'll see what happens with that. There was an Undertaker video package, which was pretty fire, but we also had another video package for Veer Mahaan. Hey man, it took him longer. It's taking him longer to come to WWE than it took you to come to the world. It took you 9 months. I think he had about 7 at this point. So I think Veer's at about 7 months. This time, though, it was more of an elaborate. Veer's coming. He is in a blue light tunnel, and he ain't had no shirt on. Looked like he was ready for a match. So maybe Veer is coming soon. Maybe, possibly. What you think, Lennox? Maybe Veer coming soon. Okay, maybe. I don't know either. Then we had Damian Priest calling out the locker room after his match. Talk about his match in a minute. But Finn Balor answered the call and said, if you want a match, player, you got it. But you remember me saying that Finn was in a tag team with Tommaso. Yeah. Anyways. Bianca cut a great promo that was cut off by Big Time Bex. They talk mess to each other as they should. That's going to be a fire. It's one of the matches I'm looking forward to the most at WrestleMania. Oh, don't hit that, son. Sorry about that. No, it's not a gold show. Spoiler. Bianca cut a promo, Big Time Bex, like I said, and then Doudrop came out for their match. We'll talk about that in a second. And then the final promo of the night was Edge coming out, and this promo was interesting because Did he say he was the greatest in the locker room right now? Lennox will be in WWE before Veer show up. You gonna be in WWE? Your pop gonna be in the front row. That's right. You gonna be the youngest superstar. That's right. Yeah, Edge came out and basically said, "I'm better than everybody here ever. I'm here now and forever." Is that WWE slogan? Then, now, and forever. Yeah, so Edge just basically crapped all over everybody and said he's challenging anybody at WrestleMania. You fight him, you will become a star. You will become immortal. So if you want to become immortal, then fight Edge. He's going to fight AJ Styles. It's clearly, he said, "You're phenomenal." He actually dropped the phenomenal. Anytime somebody says phenomenal, it's like, oh, you calling out AJ. so I'm pretty sure he's going to be facing off with AJ Styles soon. So I gave the promos and backstage segments, what we give them? 3.75 blunts. That's right. 3.7. You don't know what a blunt is. That's right. You're not going to know. Nope. Not until you're grown. So, yeah, let's move on to the matches. The first match of the night, we had Alpha Academy versus the Street Profits. I know. We Alpha Academy versus the Street Profits. What is that, son? What's that called? That's called a rematch. Another rematch. It was another rematch. And yeah, I'm sick of this feud. I don't want to see it. It's not even a feud. It's like they're not even in the title match in 2 weeks. Why they keep fighting the Street Profits? I don't want to see it anymore. Don't want to see it anymore. Hey, Camilla, what's going on, sis? Good to see you in the chat. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to see Logan Paul. People want to see him. People want to see him get hurt or knocked out or something. You know what I mean? It's like people want to see him get his comeuppance for all the trolling he's done over the years. But yeah, Alpha Academy won. Montez tried to pick up Otis at one point, and I felt like he was being emasculated by Bianca because she keep picking up Doudrop and all these other big people, and then he was like, "Look at me, babe," and then failed. Either that or he's trying to put her over. Like, my woman's so strong, I can't even do what she does. So, if it's the latter, then I'm like, okay, that's tight. You know what I mean? Put your lady over like that. I ain't mad at that. But the other one would scream a little insecurity. But Bianca is massive and like ridiculously strong. So yeah, we had Alpha Academy and Street Profits. Then we had Ciampa teaming up with Finn Balor, like I said earlier, in a tag team that lasted as long as this match went on. It was about 5 minutes, and they beat the Dirty Dogs, which means that Ciampa's probably going to lose to Dolph Ziggler on NXT tomorrow, but I'm not watching, so who cares? Yeah, Lennox is here doing the show. Lennox is here. Woodson is here. I got my boys here. They doing the show with me. So yeah, I know. So we also had Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash again. Didn't I say like 2 weeks in a row that I don't want to see this? This has to be done. I don't want to see it again, son. We don't need to see Nikki Ash or almost a superhero. We got real superheroes right here. We got Miles Morales, you know what I mean? Number 2. You know what I mean? You the second Black Spider-Man? That's right, he the second Black Spider-Man. So we already got superheroes. We don't need almost superheroes, especially when they facing off with Rhea Ripley. Please, for the love of God. No more I don't want to see Alpha Academy and the Street Profits or Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash anymore, ever again. Then we had another match. Why? Please tell me why. Shelton Benjamin came out to the Hurt Business music in his Hurt Business gear and lost in 3 minutes to Damian Priest. Why? I don't care about Damian Priest. I don't care anymore. I just don't care anymore. I don't care about Shelton Benjamin because he doesn't win anything. Does Shelton Benjamin ever win? Ever? He doesn't win, does he? Nope. I ain't got my sound effects. Nope. He never wins. So I didn't care about this. Why is this a thing? Like, they tried to put on a good match, but it didn't last that long, and nobody expected Shelton to win. So who cares? So then Bianca had a match after her promo with Becky against Doudrop. That's why Doudrop came out, and another fire match. Doudrop looked like at one point she might actually get a dub, but you can't have Bianca lose right now. Like, that would have been crazy. But this time she hit the KOD with her little sisters from the corner, from the bottom rope, but it's all good. She hit the KOD again, super impressive. She walked her out to the middle of the ring. You know what I mean? I don't even care that she got assistance from the bottom rope. She walked her out to the middle of the ring with her on her shoulder. And sheesh. I don't know if I could. I mean, I definitely couldn't do that because I got like one shattered knee at this point. But Lord, man, like she's so strong and athletic. Like this is an impressive athlete. She could have done anything. She could have been in the WNBA. Like, she could have done anything, I feel like. She's a superstar. But then we had the main event, which was RK Bro versus Seth and KO. Obviously, this is kind of predictable because, well, I guess it wasn't that predictable because some people were thinking that they might split these guys up. Seth and KO, excuse me. They might split them up and, Keth could go. Keth. I just blended their names. But KO could go off and do his thing with Austin, and Seth could figure out something before Mania. But they won, so it's a triple threat now. So are they going to be a tag team until Mania? Are they going to win the titles? Are RK Bro going to lose the titles? Is Matt Riddle and Randy Orton going to lose the championships? Not before WrestleMania. Maybe at WrestleMania. I don't think they'll lose them before WrestleMania. Not before WrestleMania. Oh, okay, I can't talk. Okay, I need that to talk. Okay, so yeah, being WNBA making $30K a year. That's facts. That's fact, but nobody goes to the games, so they get what they earn. Yeah, I mean, if people were watching the games and going to the games and cared, then and half of this country is women, so don't blame men. You know what I mean? If all the women in the country watched the WNBA and spent money on jerseys and all, the league would be more than successful. It would be just as successful as the NBA if all the women in the country supported the women's league. But hey, it's the men's fault. So those are the matches. I thought the matches sucked for the most part. The main event was decent. Too many rematches, too many matches I didn't care about. Bianca Doudrop, seen it 1,000 times already, whatever. So I gave the matches 2.5. I felt like that was being generous because the wrestling wasn't bad, just didn't care about any of the matches. Yeah, you're in the small percentage, Camilla, unfortunately. I like sports, period, so I'll watch some highlights. I probably won't watch a WNBA game till the playoffs start popping or anything like that, you know what I mean? But, the Mystics won the championship. So, definitely got to support the home team or whatever. So, yeah, but that's it. Storytelling, like I said, man, too many rematches. It's WrestleMania season. Figure out something to do. They trying to set up stuff with promos, like having people do name drops like Miz and Edge and stuff, but they not really moving any stories forward. It's just rematch after rematch after rematch, week after week after week. It's just so annoying, man. Brock Lesnar say he gonna show up on SmackDown this week, so at least Brock is doing every show, it feels like now. He's just having fun, so I'm loving that. Brock Lesnar, the reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Yeah, so storytelling, man, I don't know. The 24/7 title stuff, how did I forget that? I'm sorry, I almost forgot about that. I skipped right over there. It's right here. But Reggie was faking like he was going to get pinned, like he was going to he was just going to go full simp. He did end up going full simp, but he was like, I'm sorry for what I did. I'm sorry for not letting you friend zone me and take advantage of me so you can carry around the championship. I apologize. It's so weird. But yeah, it's terrible. Men are sad and disappointing. Can't even support your women. Shame. That goes against everything I just said. That goes against. I'm pretty sure more men watch WNBA than women. I would assume, just based on the amount who's sports fans and who aren't. So I think that's a fallacy. I think there are plenty of men who support women. I think there's not enough women who support women. Is my opinion. So I think like I said, 50% of the country is women. Y'all want successful sports leagues, then support the women. And then stop letting men join your sports leagues. That's a whole nother discussion that we'll get into. Ain't gonna be no women in sports in a minute. Y'all keep playing. Yeah, storytelling was I rated this too high. I'm not gonna change it now. You know what I mean? Women hate women the most. Like, let's be real. Like, women, I don't have no women friends. Like, you hear that? You don't ever hear dudes say, I don't have no dude friends. Like, what? You never hear dudes say that. Like, you hear women say that all the time. Now, I don't have no female friends. They all be hating. Like, you know what? So, you only have male friends? How's that working out for your boyfriend? That's crazy life. So, yeah, it's a lot of things out in the world that are more of a sentiment that's not really based on any truth or facts. It's just based on feelings. We know where that comes from, but it's just based on feelings. It's not based on any logical facts. You look at numbers and who supports what and how hard somebody supports what, then yeah, it is what it is. But Reggie, he got smart, then he simped out hard. Because he wasn't supposed to be supporting Dana. He was supposed to be trying to be a champion. He should have never let her sucker him out of the title by letting his guard down. But, happens to the best of us. So what can you say? Yeah, so he was acting like he was getting pinned, and then he was kicking out. It got hilarious. I got to talk about this because it got hilarious. Because the third time he went to kick out, she kissed him and smooched on him, and his shoulders stayed on the mat, and she got the 3 count to win the title back. But when he got up, the cameraman just went awry. He had to. It was panic mode in the back. Don't show that side of his face. Don't show that side of his face. Don't show this side of his face. Because it was all stuff on it. It was just stuff all over it. He had makeup. It looked like somebody just smacked him with a bag of powdered donuts. It was like Dana Brooke. How much makeup do you put on? I know you're on TV and everything, but Lord, how much makeup do you need? It was ridiculous. The whole side of his face was white. The entire side of his face was white. It was ridiculous. To the point the cameraman, it was evident that they were avoiding trying. Oh my God, you could see her tracks. It was the square patches. Oh my God, she has to be so embarrassed. That was ridiculous. She looked like a Build-A-Girl. You know what I mean? The Build-A-Bears, she looked like a Build-A-Girl. You want a Build-A-Bear? I'm going to get you a Build-A-Bear. Yeah, we going to get some Build-A-Bears. Mr. Potato Head's dangerous. Yeah, those dangerous. We get you a Build-A-Bear, though. Yeah, it's like, are you a human? Did they just attach everything to you before you came? It's like, oh my God, so much makeup and such bad weave. Like, who comes out with fresh paper you still got hot glue in your head? Why are you didn't think that through? That you would be whipping and doing, you're in a wrestling ring. Anything, oh my God, it was so embarrassing. So embarrassing, yo. Oh my God. She does look like a different person every week. She takes some Instagram pictures that look cute, but that's Instagram. There are girls who are twos that take Instagram pictures that look cute. Like, is what it is. Like, Instagram is a fictitious world where everything is fake for the most part. So oh man, that was embarrassing. But I gave storytelling 4 blunts. It probably deserved more like 3.5. But the Edge promo building towards some of these WrestleMania matches is good. It's just the matches were so bad. You know what I mean? There was not really a lot of storytelling in the matches outside of Kevin Owens and those guys. Because Ciampa, he's NXT. Oh, excuse me, son. Earmuffs. He's NXT. So, yeah, four blunts for storytelling. Commentary, I gave those guys 3.5. And the crowd, I gave the crowd 4 blunts as well for a total of 3.55 blunts. Let's see what the chat's saying. Tell that to fishes who keep other women down. Yeah, that's a small percentage. That's a small percentage of and I don't even agree with that either. Who keeps women down? Don't women run the world? Isn't the future female? Who's keeping women down? Y'all graduate from college more. Y'all more successful in business now. Who's keeping women down exactly and how? I'm confused. Men suffer. Men die the most in the workplace. Men suffer from suicide more. Men, like I'm confused on how there's this myth that women are mistreated by men on a grand scale, and men are out here just happy-go-lucky, living great lives, and women aren't a part of. There's just good people and bad people. It's not men and women. Like we got to stop that narrative. There's good people and there's bad people. There's good people and bad people on both sides. Just like there's good people and bad people of all races. You know what I mean? That whole some men are good and some men are bad. Then when you say that, then that means you're talking about me too. I know I don't care because I know who I am, and that doesn't affect me, but it could affect some other men. You know what I mean? So we have to be careful, myself included, when talking about women. You know what I mean? So we have to be careful when we're doing that, even when we're talking about race and religion and all these different divisive topics. You know what I mean? It's like, we have to be careful with those sentiments. Says she's looking like the Predator. She's looking crazy. I don't know, man. The square. I can't get over the hair patches in her head. Why? Why would you do that? They had what? The Corey and Camilla show promo. I didn't see that. I skipped through commercials. Y'all know I skipped through the commercials because I wait till 9 to start watching, and then I fast forward through the commercials. So I don't watch commercials. So sometimes I gotta watch the commercials during the last 30 minutes to show because I catch up. But then they had dildos on the floor. They're good, and then bad people then cross. That is the statement of the day. That is accurate. That is the ultimate tweener. You know what I mean? Gruss is the ultimate tweener for sure. Oh my God. Gruss just wants to see the world burn. He don't care how it... He's just... Oh, man. Don't even bother tuning into that show. It's basically Pam and Tommy all over again. Yeah, it just seems like a grab at salaciousness. Like, I don't need to see two people make out publicly. You know what I mean? Some stuff should be kept private. Like, I feel like wives, which I'm assuming Corey wants his woman to be, should keep certain stuff for their husbands. But obviously, we live in a time where that's frowned upon, I guess. I don't even... Crazy world we live in today. But there was oh my God, no, what? I can't. What did I miss? I'm so glad I didn't see this promo. Are they really letting them do a show like this? Oh my goodness. That is gross. Who is that for? Who is that for? Oh my, I don't know, man. Maybe they want to keep the show clean and they want to get back to some Attitude Era type stuff with Sable and Terry Reynolds and stuff. You know what I mean? But they can't do it on the shows, so they gonna do it on... I don't miss it. You ever heard of Pornhub or X videos? Like, who? Nobody needs that. Nobody needs to watch wrestling to see boobs. Like, it's not this. We don't have to hack the Spice Channel no more, my G. It's 2022. We don't have to. You don't know about any of these things, son. I don't get it. Oh man, exactly. I mean, thank you, kid, good buddy. Oh my God, y'all talking about Corey Gray? I missed that whole thing, man. Jeez. Oh man. So like the video, guys. I want to say we're going to be doing the podcast on Monday for sure. I got to talk to Jay. I got to talk to the team. Hopefully everybody is here. Hopefully we can get on Monday at 4:20 to bring the podcast back. I promise to God I can't wait to bring the podcast back. It's Doing these 30-minute shows is cool, but I miss being on for like 90 minutes, 2 hours sometime, at least an hour. You know what I mean? I miss doing that and talking about random wrestling subjects and topics. Reviewing the shows is fun, especially doing it this way is way better. It's way more fun. But Lennox says it's time to go. So we gonna get up out of here. Lennox, say bye to everybody. Say bye. Say bye. So we gonna get up out of here now. We gonna get up out of here. We're gonna go watch some Coco Melon. Go watch some Coco Melon? Yeah, let's go watch some Coco Melon. All right, I'm gonna go hang out with my son, guys. I'll see you guys later, all right? Deuces.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to know when we go live next. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wrestling on We, and thanks for watching.